Hello, happy Recalibration Wednesday. Today I want to speak about the vision and how to exercise it when you are at home, when you are driving, when you are not in the game of life and the game of hockey or whatever game you are in. There's a lot of apps and different things out there that are instructing you to follow a screen and to exercise your vision that way. I'm certainly not saying that that is a bad thing. And what I am sharing is that there is awareness and intention that we need to implement when we are not doing those things. So when we are seeing, the reality is we are seeing and perceiving what we are seeing all the time. And what captures our attention with our vision is 100% related to your ambitions in life and what you are choosing to do. And we tend to only really focus on our vision when we are tracking a puck, tracking a ball, when we are tracking players, and we are aware of a field of play in front of us and maybe people behind us, right? So we're aware we're using our eyes to connect the dots, to bring awareness to the distance between objects, the rate of speed, all of these things. And in science, they'll say each eye is essentially its own brain, its ability to perceive a threat. For instance, say something is coming towards your face or towards your eyes. It doesn't even reach the brain before the eye knows to shut the eye or to protect itself. So there's this conscious awareness within the eye that you are unconscious of. But essentially, what we perceive, we are seeing, and all of that is obviously affected by our upbringing, what we were surrounded by, what our teachers talked to us about, our families, and all the different things that we have either someone else has said, oh, look here, do you see that? And that's captured your attention, captured your vision, and connected you. So today what I want to speak to is just that awareness of you're using your eyes with intention, you're seeing something, and then there's this consciousness of you're also have your own attachment to what you're seeing. And what I notice within the athletes is when they are intentionally using their vision, there's this initial breath holding that happens. And sometimes the breath gets a little more, a lot of the time actually, more shallow. So we start to breathe in the top of the body when we're consciously using our breath. It's a little bit of a, especially if we perceive a threat, so there's a player coming in really quick and we're seeing what is happening before our eyes, and it's happening very quickly, and you're seeing they're coming towards your net, so there's a little bit more of a threat. So you're seeing a little bit more crisply, and there's this autonomic little bit of a hold that can happen where you can be a little more present. So whether you're aware of it or not, or it's a more shallow breath. But what I want to bring to your attention is when you're at home and you're using your vision, firstly, I would not be on your phone scrolling or unintentionally doing things on there 2 hours before you leave for the game. So before you even practice. It's different if you've got a couple, conversations going that you want to check off some boxes, and maybe you're connecting with someone important in your life, and that's very important for you. It's very different than using it unconsciously, scrolling or those kind of things. So avoid screens because screens are not reality. And it's starting to use the eyes again with intention. So here you are maybe in your kitchen, maybe you're also married and have kids, and you're aware that there's kids over here, your wife's over here, there's dinner being made or lunch or wherever you're at, but you're consciously aware of all of that. But what I would challenge you to do is to really just start to be aware of what you are choosing to look at and what you're not choosing to look at. So a lot of the time we're using our eyes in connection with our head. So as we look, we're also rotating our head. So our eyes track, our head follows, our spine follows. Yet in the game of hockey or in the sports, there's this, you might be looking this way, but you're aware there's a player over here. You're aware there's a player over here. Maybe you're aware of where the boards are. You're aware of the stand. So there's this little bit of your eye is tracking other ways. And maybe you're looking towards the right or the left. So the eyes don't always stay center in the socket, all right? When you're navigating on a screen, you're really not using much of your vision, and you're certainly not using it in a realistic way of how you want to be using it in the sport that you're playing. So I would challenge you to just slowly choose to look up, breathing in, look down, breathing in, be aware of what you're seeing in front of you, be aware of what you're seeing here, maybe being aware of something up here. So you're choosing to use your peripheral vision, you're choosing to use the vision in front of you. You're zooming in, you're zooming out. So maybe you see the frame of the window, you're looking through, maybe you see the glass, then you choose to look beyond it. Maybe what catches your eye, because you're now using your eyes with intention, you see a bird, and you see that bird's wings fluttering or something like that. And all while you're doing that, you're also aware that air is coming in and air is leaving. You're also aware of the felt sensation of the breath in, the breath out. The mastery of this is you also get to choose how to breathe, and you choose to bring your breath low into that. You feel a breath land in your pelvic bowl. You feel an expansion of your pelvic floor. You feel maybe the low back expand a little bit. We want to be breathing lower into our container, meaning we're actually using our lower lobes of our lungs. We're using our diaphragm. We're receiving more oxygen with our inhale, and then really ensuring that we're fully exhaling versus these little breaths in and out while we're at home. And if we're in the thinking brain that's thinking about the game, thinking about the last time you played this team, you may notice that it changes your breath, and you may also notice that you're all of a sudden kind of looking into outer space. You're not really there. And I see this all the time, and many would say that they are experiencing this, where they're using their vision, but they're kind of just looking out into the room. They're not connecting with something, and they're certainly not also aware that they're breathing in. So what this tells me is you are not present. You are energetically being pulled forward or pulled backwards. It's a waste of energy, and it's not helpful. And it's not the end of the world if you catch yourself doing it. As you become more and more aware, you catch yourself more and more, meaning you start to lead yourself in a direction that is more helpful, using the eyes with intention. And as you're driving to the rink, maybe you're on a bus, maybe you're flying, but you choose to just use your eyes with intention, near, far, looking to the left, looking to the right. Am I aware that I'm breathing in, breathing out? Is my jaw relaxed? When I'm doing this, am I noticing more? Maybe you start to notice different colors. Maybe you start to notice details. Maybe because you're using all of that, you're also feeling the breeze in the space. You're feeling the air on your skin because you're aware of the air coming in, the air coming out. This is really activating that primal intelligence, which is your vision, your sense of breathing, your sense of smell, your sense of hearing and being in your environment versus thinking about your environment, the future, the past, or thinking about something that isn't even in the room. It's just on your phone, but you're giving it energy. Is that helpful? So really using the eyes with intention, and I'm going to leave it at that. And really notice as you walk up to the rink, you're looking at walls, you're looking at the ceiling, all these things that that you don't usually choose to look at. You're choosing to look at your phone or you're looking at the ground. This is not helpful to get you into a ready state sooner, to help you land in the zone sooner. You must use your vision with intention while you're breathing, while you're walking into your change room, while you're looking at your skates. You're looking across the room, witnessing a buddy of yours smiling and laughing. You're really connecting to your environment with your vision, which means you're going to hear more, you're going to sense more, your precision is going to be activated, because that takes all senses on at the same time. Yeah. Okay, enjoy, stay on the self-discovery journey, have fun with it. Remember that there's no truly arriving at the top with fulfillment and with a sense of gratitude and appreciation if you don't enjoy the journey along the way, if you don't smile, if you don't laugh, if you don't play the game. Okay, take care and we'll talk soon. Bye.